Hey YouTube, good evening. Just wanted to break down a little bit more about this supposed Comet Elenin. Well, first let me start with going way back to July last year, July and August. We had in what we call in astrology a T-cross and then a grand cross. This here is a picture of the skies on that grand cross. And as you see here, right down here, you'll see Uranus, 0 degree Aries, 11 minutes, retrograde. Okay? Retrograde means that the planet appeared to be going backwards. It's because we travel faster. Picture passing a car, if you will. Anyway, on March 11th of this year, Uranus will be going back over that point in the sky where it was, where this Grand Cross happened. What I want to mention about that Grand Cross is nothing really to this point has taken place to account for the energy presented in the chart of the Grand Cross. One explanation of that could be that there were so many retrograde planets that it delays the action of that set of circumstances. Now Uranus going back over that point could very well stimulate that energy to become active, and that would be on March 11th. We'll close this, and I want to show you this and put it under the perspective of Hopi prophecy. They had prophecies, the first of them being when the webs are spun in the sky, the death winds will come. Now, chemtrails could definitely be described as a spider web in the sky. A following Hopi prophecy is that there would be a blue Kachina visible in the sky, and they explained these blue Kachina as a set of brothers. Well, PN9, asteroid 2000 PN9, is two asteroids, and as you see here, they line up on a north-south type axis to the sun, which the Hopi prophecy said that the blue Kachina were two brothers, one that protected the North Pole and one protected the South Pole. That could very well be their way of saying they travel on a north-south axis. Now, closing this and going over to the Comet Elenin, sorry, closed it instead of opening it. This is the orbit diagram for the trajectory of Comet Elenin. And in a previous video I mentioned how this comet lines up with the ecliptic. I'll show you Pluto's orbit here one more time in case you didn't see the other video. But as you see, Comet Elenin rides a tighter band to the ecliptic than does Pluto. I thought that was very interesting. But then I also thought this was interesting. On March 11th, you'll see, let me enlarge this for you. Oops, too much. As you see here, here's Uranus. Unfortunately, we're zoomed out so far that it obscures Earth, but there's a straight line coming from Uranus to the Sun, to the Earth, to Elenin. On this day, Uranus just happens to be breaking the ecliptic, or I'm sorry, not breaking the ecliptic, that's what Elenin is doing. But no, Uranus is going into Aries and riding along at the Aries point, a very, very dynamic point in the zodiac, on this day, the March 11th. Given the fact that so many people are talking about pole shift and how the Big Dipper is lining up very odd in the sky, as well as the moon showing signs of being out of alignment. I just thought that this should be put into perspective, and it begs the question, is Elenin actually a comet, or is this just a cover story to buy NASA a little more time? I report, you answer. Thank you, YouTube, and have a good night.